Dance has always been part of my life. It challenges me, with sweat and repetition. It transforms me, for exchange and observation. Dance inspires me, its movement, its beauty. And one morning, I woke up with the feeling it was time for me to give back to dance. I decided to travel the world, visiting underserved areas, trying to catch moments, atmospheres, trying to put to words how dance could help people transform. Trying to prove that no matter where people come from, and no matter what they're going through in their lives, dance could give anyone a sense of empowerment, enabling them to fulfill their dreams.
Because where I live, people are killed every day, women are raped every day.
We're from this area of Cape Town called the Cape Flats. There's a lot of gangsterism that happens.
Dance dan precies als je gevoelens, als trabalhar na estrada,
É um pouco difícil morar aqui porque tinha criminalidade assim, dos bandidos e tal. Então era meio um pouco perigoso assim, porque às vezes a gente estava ensaiando, aí soltava tiro, essas coisas, aí as mães ligavam.
E meu refúgio era a dança que eu dançava na igreja, escondida do meu pai.
The kids from the very low background, like some of them are like garbage guys, some of them they like just try to hustle, they steal pigeon and they sell. But dancing put them together, end up being nowhere, they are somewhere right now.
Then second, yung mga teenager, yan, nagsasayaw para makaiwas kasi meron dito.
Maybe if I don't dance, I'm an addict.
You need to nurture yourself where you can independent, you can empower yourself, you can think about yourself, you can vision yourself.
Have a vision first. See yourself in the future. It doesn't matter if you're poor or rich, or it doesn't matter where you come from. But it's up to me as a person to say, I will do it. I will get out of this situation.
I've always been fascinated by inspiration and its power to change lives. So I started my journey by always asking dancers what had been the catalyst, the trigger for their own transformation.
I came from the side of the railroad, so I'm squatter area. One guy inspired me to dance. His name is Edmond from Muntinlupa, also from our place, near our place. So do I. So I can do also like that. So he inspired me to achieve more than he have now.
What inspired me to come? Also the documentary Rooij, because my cousin got it. Afterwards I watched it again, but this time I watched it with, I think, more understanding, because I could relate to what the dancers in LA were going through, because they also lived like in an area similar to ours. And they were also going through some of the stuff I was going through. So for me, it was kind of like that light bulb moment where you're like, this is what I need to do.
I've also been fortunate enough to encounter wonderful persons who aspire to make a difference in this world through dance.
I changed the world through dance. These were the words of a lady clad in a black dress. And that lady was none other than the founder director of Kolkata Shangved, Miss Sohini Chakraborty.
So one day I just walked down in Calcutta Book Fair and I saw a poster and there was a poem.
They sell me my own blood. For some gold and some silver, I rinse and rinse my mouth, but the treachery remains. I'm no more bride to be, no more mother to be, I'm no more future to be.
That poster is really haunt me. And then and there I decide I will be using dance with the survivors, trafficking survivors. That was a poster on trafficking. And I will turn the life where they will say, stand and they will say that I am mother to be, I am bride to be, I am future to be.
I was very privileged to go to London and to study dance there, national dancing, Spanish dancing, French folk dancing, Dutch dancing, Italian dancing, but no African, no South African. But what I did see on the stage is I saw some West African dance companies performing, and I was blown away.
I had a girlfriend who danced, and she used to go every afternoon or every second afternoon to dance classes, and really that's how I started dancing. I went along one afternoon and I just loved, all these girls dancing and, this beauty and the magic of dance. I wanted to share the love of dance with other children because I had this incredible passion for dance. And so I think that's why I started the program. And being a South African and having lived through the apartheid era really worried me, it concerned me that underprivileged children were not getting the opportunities that most other children would be getting.
I believe he gave up some of his dreams just to start all of this. So because of the sacrifices he made, some of us will have a future, because he could have joined a company overseas, stayed there if he wanted. He decided to start this school. So because of him, some of us will have a better future.
I started thinking about all those dancers I had met. What had been the spiritual part within each individual that had occurred through dance? What values did dance convey? What tools did dance provide to enable people to develop, to grow, and to escape from hardship? I decided to look at the transformational process by starting with the people who had faced traumatizing situations and see how dance can be used as a therapy.
Dance can really give a lot because it's body, because it's movement, and movement always liberating.
डांस में मैं थेरेपी के लोग के जब काम करने शुरू किया, अपने धीरे धीरे मैं अपने अंदर चेंज देखने शुरू किया, तब मेरा सपना हुआ मैं बहुत बड़ा बनूंगी.
The whole work is a process. Majorly it has been seen that initially, especially if I speak as we work with the violence and the trafficking, the disassociation, the body and mind, totally disconnected. And disassociation from myself, disassociation from the society. No trust, no belief, no friendship. Some people said that I finished, my life is finished. So they are in that situation. So from that situation, when taking them in that I have a dream is not an easy process.
A dança, para mim, foi a forma de salvação. Ela começa a criar uma válvula de escape de uma agressão em casa, de uma falta de respeito com um colega, de uma falta de oportunidade, do não me conhecer.
Eu acho que se na minha vida eu não estivesse dançando hoje, eu não seria o que eu estaria fazendo, porque a dança, eu posso dizer que a dança hoje na minha vida é como um remédio, que se eu tô mal, eu danço, eu fico melhor.
Dancing became my best friend and my outlet of my feelings. Because when I was in grade school, I always got bullied, and I'm not that type of person that gonna hit back. So I'm just gonna go back at home and lock my room and just gonna dance.
That's why we're the royal fam, not the royal crew, because we're family. We kind of stand in the gap of like fathers who aren't there for some of us, or mothers, or cousins, or brothers, or sisters that some other people don't have, for those broken homes. And the most important thing also about family is we want the best out of each other. So I push her, I push him, each and every member, we push each other so that we can be the best we can.
E assim, eu sempre tive o apoio da minha mãe, desde o começo em tudo. Tudo que eu queria fazer, minha mãe me apoiava. E eu perdi minha mãe faz uma semana. Eu só não desisti de dançar, porque esse pessoal aqui tá comigo o tempo inteiro. E ainda tem pessoas de fora te criticando, falando que a dança não vai te levar em lugar nenhum, que a dança não vai te sustentar.
E eu queria agradecer para você, agradecer essa família, ter me aceitado, não ter me rejeitado, que esses 8 anos todo mundo me rejeitou. E queria agradecer a todo mundo.
I believe dance does not only help express what people can't say, but it also allows them to be in touch with their inner selves, their heart, their dreams.
A dança é uma forma de expressar nossos sentimentos, como na raiva, no amor, no carinho e compartilhamento com outras pessoas.
I can express what I'm feeling. So for me, hip hop is the way of expression. It gives me freedom. That's it.
For me, the most powerful thing with dance is I can freely express a side of me that, you know, there's just a freedom in dance, and there's a freedom in freestyle dance especially because it's coming from a place within you that even you are not completely aware of the power that this, I don't know, some people say it's the spirit or the soul, but it's a direct extension of that place within you that not everybody is in touch with.
I love contemporary dancing more than ballet. I love ballet as well because of the prettiness, you know. But when it comes to contemporary, it allows me to actually express myself. The movement, it makes me. It actually tells the audience what I'm feeling really, really inside. Unlike in ballet, okay, you have to pose and be pretty. You know that the movements are very limited. So when it comes to contemporary, when it comes to African, you know, when you kick your leg, it shows so much more anger, how strong you are as a woman and also as a person.
In that mood that I carry out within that day, I actually express myself. And it's not to say that my dancing will change, but the feeling in which I dance, whatever that is given to me, will change. So for me, dance is a challenge within the physical body, within the spirit, within the mind. There's so many things that go into dancing. For me, you don't just get onto stage and dance. It starts within your rehearsal. It starts with what you do before you get to your rehearsal. hoping I grow, because within dancing you actually learn how to grow, not only as a dancer or a performer, but also as a person.
The discipline of the body and mind that people learn through dance is probably the main tool for success and freedom, because discipline is power.
Através da dança, eu comecei a passar valores muito importantes, assim, que para mim também é fundamental. E hoje eu vejo que o jovem, ele está perdendo esses valores. Eu não falo somente de respeito, de humildade, de ajudar o próximo, né? Eu falo também de valores com o seu próprio corpo, com a sua própria saúde, né? Com o seu eu, no caso. E através da dança, a gente aprende que não é isso. Até porque, assim, para você dançar, tem que ter disciplina. E muita disciplina.
First of all, avoidance from teenage pregnancy. You know, if you're a dancer, you know that okay, you can't be pregnant, you can't be big. So in that terms, in that way, you actually health-wise you are safe, and also teenage pregnancy you are safe, and with most disease you're also safe because it also gives you that discipline.
It's a lifestyle. You've got to be able to eat correctly. You can't go to sleep too late. You've got to look after your body. This is your instrument. That is one of the hardest things, is to get students to understand that discipline. Because it's not easy, it is very, very hard. And eventually that discipline gets inbred in yourself, that it becomes second nature.
I love it in the sense that you get disciplined. You know, you get to reach your goals, you get to be focused.
Being well groomed is one of the most important things, that your hair is neat, your attire is correct, because if you look right, people have more respect for you. But it's one's creating perfection. You're creating a beauty and a magic and an aesthetic, pleasing line.
All dancers are special because no one walking on the street can tolerate or do what we do for about 8 hours a day. It is very hard and exhausting. This industry can either break or make you.
Dance can make you feel good. Dance can make you feel better. Dance can help you. Dance can educate you.
No Brasil, as pessoas ainda não têm a cultura de estudar, né? É bom estudar, é necessário ter dentro das escolas também arte, cultura, dança, não só esporte, não só o futebol. Não é só o futebol que vai dar parâmetro de vida para o jovem.
You can see this growth and development over all the years that students are with us, because obviously they're exposed to other dancers, to other dance studios, they go to performances, they go to the theatre, they know how to behave in the theatre, they have incredible travelling opportunities, and just those opportunities to see how other people live, how other people work, has expanded their horizons, so they start thinking laterally, because I think when we're in South Africa, everything becomes much smaller, and suddenly when you are able to travel, you're able to meet other people, it opens those horizons.
I think through dance I built self-confidence, it definitely built my esteem. It's almost like I have an alter ego, because I'm pretty quiet guy, but then when I'm at a nightclub dancing, I become something else, someone else, you know? For me, I use dance as to do something positive. So I teach a lot of these kids like Yash and Elvis and Sambo, I teach them free, and then I tell them to continue doing whatever I did for them, to do the same thing spread.
Sometimes we thought that art is not developmental. it's only entertainment or it's only, but it's not. It's really developmental physically, emotionally, cognitively, socially. Because if we see our history also, the literature, the paintings, the theater, the other performance, the film, it's always make a huge impact in people's lives to think about change.
I created with the dancers blankets of shame, and I used real blankets as symbols of many things in South Africa. So I started just collecting from different newspapers incidents of pedophilia and rape. And I interviewed some of the dancers in the company then, and they told me in confidence, some of them had witnessed rapes. I mean, they were carrying all this guilt with them. We had a scene, a fight with the blankets, where she was thrown around with the blankets, where they tormented her with the blankets. And then again, she was raped behind the blankets. For this, we worked with Love Life. It's an HIV counseling and prevention organization. And they came whenever it was performed in a school, or schools came to the performance, and there were discussions afterwards. And this really showed by what was happened in these discussions, that dance with a social, that has a social issue or is dealing with real problems, can really help to change people's perceptions. And the actual dance itself, the content, the form of the dance, being able to change people.
This documentary is my tribute to dance. This journey has been a humbling and comforting one. Humbling because of the great souls I met, doing gigantic work while remaining so open and ready to help, again and again. Comforting in the sense that there is no fatality, but hope, as long as people will dream and work towards their dreams, and others who aspire to create paths and opportunities.
I grew up with uncles being gangsters. My mother was a gangster. I grew up with a granny that drank alcohol, and I was supposed to be like the guy sitting on the street smoking weed, drinking, but I'm not because of dance.
Basically what dance did, it gave me direction, it gave me basically a reason to live. It basically put me back together.
I come from a single parent that does not work, and I was basically the bread of the house, have to buy grocery for the house, and I wasn't earning much, and I was renting a flat. So basically what I would be left with at the end of the day would be like 200, which is also goes to transport. But I kept on saying, I've got hope, I've got hope. And what I want to say to them, just have patience, because I've waited. And I can say Lion King is my first company that actually paid me well, that I was able to reach my dreams of building my mom's house.
Kolkata Shambit core group employees came from marginalized community, and they transformed, and they are living their life. They are mother today. They have their children. So the second generation are not coming to below the poverty line where the trafficking will be happening or exploitation will be happening.
I had patience. I said to God, you know, one day He's going to open up doors for me. And He did. He did. Within a year, I was able to do something that I always dreamt about when I was 8 years old. Now finally, it's out there. It's not a dream anymore. You know, I've achieved it. It's not even a goal. It's gone, it's past. Now I have to look for new dreams, of which I'm still struggling. What are the new dreams? I don't have. What I have now is to spread the love of dance and my passion and finally be free.